been a while since I've made some videos. I did start a series of videos showing you when I was walking around how to buy at car boot sales and antique fairs. I had a few family issues, so I haven't done them for a while. Haven't done the video in at the car boot sales. However, I've decided at the moment I'm going to run a series of videos just showing you what I managed to pick up. So I'll try and do one a week. I'll just show you some of the interesting finds that I get, and then talk a little bit about them and just see what you think, really. Show you what you can actually buy on a day-to-day basis on a very small budget at car boot sales or antique fairs. So I'm going to browse over the table here to show you some of the things I bought this weekend alone. I will actually discuss each piece in individually now in a minute, or some of the better examples. But this just to give you an idea. This all came in from 2 days. Obviously there's other pieces, but these are the pieces that I feel worth talking about. Now, the car boots I attended this week, I went to Bridgend, which is a multi-storey car park. It's on rain or shine. It's by the police headquarters, and it's okay. It's 2 floors on average of sellers. That was on Sunday morning. While down there, I had one of the first pieces I had on the day, which was an elephant. It's Irish crystal. It's absolutely beautiful, in perfect condition, about 6 inches or so tall. Signed on the foot, Waterford crystal. It's not Marquis Waterford, which was the later mark. This is the Waterford mark when they were in Ireland. So that came in very reasonable. Whilst there, I also obtained an Art Deco jug. This one was produced by Sadler. It's from 1930s to 40s. Beautiful shape, lovely pink luster. To be honest, it was quite a desirable jug. Let's see, what's next? Yeah. This little dainty cup and 2 saucers, obviously would have been part of a larger set, is 19th century by Sevres. Beautifully hand painted porcelain. I'll show you the saucers in a second. Just try and get a close up of the painting for you. And the mark. And then of course we have the 2 saucers with the cup. Again, fully marked. So they were nice to find. They won't be parted with, they'll be mine. I'll put those in with my porcelain collection. Interesting piece here. Again, all this from Bridgend at the moment. It's a carving. It's very light. It's wood. Obviously a light wood, pine, stained pine or something, but it's a Chinese man in some sort of bent over position. No marks whatsoever, not signed. I don't know how old it is. Probably fairly modern, but something I'll be looking into. Again, Bridgend. Waterford crystal. Fully signed on the base, the early Irish mark again. Don't know the pattern yet, but there's a company I use online, replacements.com or .co.uk. Basically, you go on there, search for the maker, you get any pattern of the glass. You can match it up. Your glass when you sell is worth far more when you know the pattern. So a little tip for you there, go to replacements, type in where you got, Waterford, Edinburgh, search for the pattern. That was okay. Pair of jugs. I missed the smallest, believe it or not, but I did have the larger two jugs. I didn't see the small one at first. Johnny Mason's, quite collectible still. I don't normally buy mass-produced products, but they came in at the right money. There's a pair, slightly, it would have been a graduated set. Again, fully marked up, in perfect condition, so they were okay. What else did I have in Bridgend? Let me see. The last piece I had in Bridgend was a pencil, sorry. It's produced by Morrison. It's a 14 karat rolled gold. Obviously, you put in your lead in the mechanism, put it in. It's in beautiful condition. Come in very little money. Let me see. Right, the other two car boot sales I attended this week was Saturday. The first was in Splott in Cardiff. It's a mixture of market stalls and car boot stalls and house clearance vans. Some of the pieces I had there, this would be the first, which is, it's not very old, 1992 dated. It's for the steam rally in Abergavenny in South Wales. It formed as a train on heavy solid brass. I actually attended this actual steam rally. Again, a nice little collectible item for people who are into that memorabilia. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, a group of 5, all the same, Art Nouveau Majolica tiles. As you can see, I haven't even cleaned them yet. It's all just been bought and put here to show you. They have a maker's mark on the reverse of a looks like a Loch Ness monster in under a crown and a fern. I'll search the maker up. I'll find the maker soon enough. Art Nouveau tiles used to pull serious money. Market's dropped out of them now, but they still do sell. So 5 of those, you list 1 and you have the listing for the 5. Again, this was Splott. This is what you call a parallel ruler. Opens up. Good maker's mark. Aston and Mander, of Co of London. 1944, fully dated. Nice brass mounts. Quite a nice little ruler. This piece here, again, came in from Splott. I was undecided at first on what I thought it was. You know, maybe a little, little log basket or something was my first impression. But I feel it's too small. It's 8 to 10 inches diameter, about 6 to 7 inches tall. It's got ball and claw feet in brass. But what I actually believe it is now, after looking, I think it's a champagne bucket or a wine cooler. Certainly about 100-year-old, dates from around 1900, 1920. Lovely patina on it, nice finish. So yeah, I think quite a nice decorative piece. You put champagne, some ice in, be beautiful. I think that was really it for Splott. Then the next car boot I went to was Bessemer Road in Cardiff. This car boot sales on twice a week. It's on a Saturday morning, starts at 9 after the fruit and veg market. It's also on again on the Sunday. I attended both days. So the bits I'll show you now were actually from both days. but from this particular car boot. I have your crystal clock, not 100% on the maker yet. Looks like Royal Doulton to me. It's got the flame mark, so I'm assuming Royal Doulton crystal. They don't pull fortunes, but they are this solid sellers. They have a group of 3 Cottages by Coalport. That's one. This is the second. And the final one. Again, mass-produced items. I don't like mass-produced items, but if they come at the right money, I'll buy anything. I prefer something a bit unique, something different. The one thing you try and do if you buy mass-produced, the only way you're going to sell it is if you undercut other people. If you buy limited runs, unusual or handmade items, then you got more chance of selling them because there's not as many on the market and there's less chance of people price comparison. Obviously, the Waterford and things, you buy this, it's so expensive, it's hundreds of pounds in the shop. It's common sense. Even if you get a fraction of the value of new, you're winning. So really, mass-produced items, stay away from unless it's the right money. Here again, another mass-produced item, but again, right money. There's a figurine, Royal Doulton, fully marked up, 1984. Her name is Shirley. Beautiful little figurine. If you collect figurines, I don't personally, but pretty guarantee you she'll be gone in no time. They sell for about 40–50 pounds. Where are we at? I have a couple of handmade pieces, which is something I like. First piece I'm going to discuss with you is a Kodak. Looking at it, it hasn't got a huge amount of age, 20 years, maybe 30 years. It's all hand carved, but each hook is an elephant. If you can see it. There's 3 hooks there. Just decorative. I like anything wood anyway. When you put a bit of wax on it, it glows, it comes back to life. If anybody wants to see the back, that's the back of the piece. But this just comes down to decorative arts, what people like in their home. Always buy nice wooden items. And again, another piece of decorative arts. I think they call this a bit of scrap art. It's where somebody's had a bit of waste metal and they've used their own imagination. She is a ballerina, made out of what I can assume is steel and brass. Purely handmade. Beautiful style to her though, really nice. She has a nice look. But she won't be sold now because I like the unusual, the handmade, something that you look at and you just think, where'd that come from? So that'll go on my shelf now just to look pretty. Again, all this now is from Bessemer Road. Just a little solid silver in enamel utensil. It's like a nail file, little tool off a chatelaine or something along them lines, or a manicure set. That's all it is. It's fully stamped silver and the nice enamel. But it is what it is. It's nothing major. One of my favourite pieces I purchased, it's very large, so I will stand up with it now, is a chandelier. It's in Gothic style. Here we go. It's wrought iron and gold leaf. Very heavy. It's fully fitted out electric. I don't know what it would have been originally. I don't think it's got huge age, but it is seriously nice. I'm gonna put the camera down now and try and hold it up for you to get a proper view of it. Put the camera to the wall. I'll try and get you a decent shot of this so you can see the size. I'd say this is a good 2.5 foot. The chain is also another 2 foot. Absolutely beautiful. Very heavy, I'd say about 25 kilos. 20 to 25 kilos. Going up in my office, so it's not going for resale. Next set is set at 6. One way, just give it a little tap, you'll hear the crystal from glass. Signed on the base for Dartington. They are what they are, crystal glasses, modern, 1980s onwards. However, to buy a set of 6 new, 50, 60, 70 pound, you retail, good return. People do like to drink out of crystal. The last interesting curio I bought, it's a souvenir piece. It's nothing spectacular, but I absolutely think it's full of style. It's a little mask, hand painted, almost tribal mask. Everything on it is hand painted. It's made of a terracotta. It's engraved on the inside, Zimbabwe. So no doubt somebody purchased it and went on a holiday. It is nothing more than just a tourist piece, but it is full of style and handmade and hand painted. It's quite nice. So again, goes down the line. I like different. It's either got to be named or different for me. Other than that, now what I had on the weekend is jewellery. So I'll show you some of the pieces of jewellery and I'll talk over it, but I'll just scan the camera over for you to see. First piece here. This piece is celluloid, which is an early form of plastic. It's a brooch. If I can take it out of there. The focus isn't very good on this at the moment for some reason. Anyway, it's celluloid. It's not a huge brooch with a couple of elephants on it. I had a Star Wars necklace with, sadly, the late Princess Leia. I think I'm losing light. But again, that was quite nice. Sadly, she's just passed away, but what next? Here there's a piece of silver set with a jade pendant. Again, the light isn't brilliant for some reason. Let's see if I can up the brightness. No. We have a ring set with cubic zirconia, solid silver. these were pretty, very pretty. They were solid silver earrings with cherry amber. I don't know if you can see that. Quite nice design to them, with a nice stone. Bit of Murano agate in a triple strand necklace. A little gold necklace there, and a few more bits of silver. I know it's nothing top end, you know, with thousands of pounds here, but it just goes to show, if you've got a low budget, if you know the best dealer in the world, you can go out, you can still pick up some really nice pieces, earn an honest living, and have fun. Best thing about the job is fun. You get to go out, you go to places, you meet people, stop off on the way home on the side of a river, have a nice burger for dinner. Anything, it's just the lifestyle. It's very nice. And you get to own a piece of history. I like to think of who's owned the pieces before me, where they've been, and I've come back with some nice pieces from a car boot sale. There's nothing on this table that wouldn't grace an auction house, and it will show me a decent profit. So I hope you enjoy the video. Sorry it's not the best editing in the world, but it's okay. And if you liked what you've seen, come back next week and I'll show you what I buy next week. Thank you.